I've been using the GORUCK runner and I absolutely love it for training, but there's one thing I don't like. Stay tuned to learn what it is. All right, so this is the Rough Runner. What I personally love is that the heel to toe drop is 10 millimeters. The ballistic trainer, which I'll talk about in a little bit, so stay tuned for that, is an 8 millimeter drop. So this gives you a lot of cushion, and it is designed to sustain not only running, walking, but also rucking. So essentially if you're walking or running with a backpack with some load. So this additional cushion here, that extra 2 millimeters, will help provide a lot of cushion. You can actually notice from the side it kind of goes into an indentation slightly, and I personally love that for the heel. If you look at it from the toe to the heel, it is a nice symmetrical shape. There's enough room in the toe box, which is super important for me. I want to make sure these are my toes. They have a little bit of movement and spreading between each toe, so that toe box is perfect. The material here is nice and smooth. They have two different materials that come together, but the mesh is nice and breathable, which is very important if you're in hot climates or humid climates like Vegas. We don't have humidity here, but we have a lot of dry heat. So that mesh material is perfect. I also will note that the laces here, they have a nice solid fit in the midfoot. The material here is nice and soft in terms of that tongue of this part of the shoe. I also like that they have additional little thread here for the laces, and I personally actually thread them through there. Gives me a nice tighter support around my ankle, specifically on the front side. If you are going uphill or downhill, that additional loop right here is super important, just from my experience. Here on the arch or the inside of the foot, you have some additional cushion part, so you can kind of push your thumb in there or finger in there, and it's nice and cushioned, and you actually have it a little bit on the heel as well. So notice that this heel comes almost kind of like a V or U shape. I like it because it really holds the Achilles nice and comfortable, and as you're walking or hiking or running, that support there is nice and cushioned. And again, that cushion on the support is very important. If you have ever had any additional movement or heel slipping in other shoes, this is a huge benefit that I highly recommend trying out. Very, very important. I am doing a special for July, so if you guys order, check out the link below. Use code GR Margot, which is MARGAUX. So it's GR as in GORUCK, Margot, and that code will give you 10% off when you check out. So again, whether you're looking for the runners or the ballistic trainers or any other boot, definitely incorporate using that code to check out to save a little bit. So last thing I want to talk about here is the arch in the midfoot. As you notice here, you can kind of tell there's a little bit of support right here on the outside, not only in the inside of the sole, but also on the outside. It kind of goes up, which I think is very important. I'm all about arch support. And I actually have my own personal insoles that I will slip in. Sometimes I don't even use them because these have such great arch support here that I just keep these in. So something that's really important and I highly recommend utilizing. So that's my biggest thing of these that I've really enjoyed. Like I said, the one thing that I don't like about them is that they're running out really fast. So I highly recommend getting yours and using that code before they sell out. I would buy multiple pairs, but I want to make sure I save some for you guys. So check out that link below, like I said, and use that code. Again, this has been my go-to shoe, and I will say I used to run before getting into CrossFit and high-intensity training, and I have tried such a variety of shoes, from Asics to the Brooks shoe. I'm trying to remember all the shoes I've tried. It's been so many of them, and this has become my go-to shoe. So again, if you're running, walking, hiking on a stable, like flat surface like concrete, or if you're even rucking, again, with a backpack, highly recommend trying this out. I'm going to do a quick comparison between this runner and the ballistic trainer. Let me take my shoes off real quickly. So a few things I want to mention. First, one, this is a shoe I bought for my coach, hence the size difference, just FYI. So again, coach's shoe, my shoe, but we're doing a look at the comparison of the shoe itself. So like I said, the millimeter drop on the runner is 10 millimeters from toe to heel. On the ballistic trainer, it is 8 millimeters. So you'll notice you have a little bit flatter of a surface. I think that's perfect personally from a lifting aspect. So deadlift, squatting, whether you're doing accessory work, anything from dumbbell work to barbell work, it is huge to have a nice, relatively flat base, especially on the sole, and the ballistic trainer has been huge for that. Again, if you look at this, it comes in the center here and tucks in toward the arch. Great arch support, very comfortable. I've been able to wear these shoes all day and not have any issues. I've tried multiple shoes in the past. I won't name the brands, nothing's wrong with them. I enjoyed them while I was in that component and that time frame, but this shoe is something that hasn't given me any issues with my heel. I did get some plantar fasciitis from another pair of shoes, so I personally found these to be most comfortable. Also, that toe box is nice and wide. This is my favorite color. It is a lunar color, or lunar rock color, excuse me. There is another color that I really like. this military olive green. One of my favorites, again, if I'm trying to add something different besides just black, which don't get me wrong, they have them in black. That is my go-to shoe. But if I'm filming in my gym and I'm creating content, I want to make sure I have something that pops against the black mats. So the black, depending on what I'm wearing, will either be this or the green, or again, my favorite go-to. This is actually a great shoe also to wear outside. So again, just wanted to highlight some of the few changes or some of the differences from the ballistic trainer to the runner. Again, definitely go check out that link. They are running out. I know inventory is very low, so use the code. Again, it's GRMARGUX. So GR Margot. That will give you 10% off when you save, or you can check out and save that 10%. They will be selling out very soon, so use that. And again, if you guys have any questions, please leave a comment below.